ABC General High February 12th teased that Jocelyn is heading into big trouble, and it seems like she can no longer control the situation as she once did. One of the new adjustments in her life is pushing her to face unprecedented pressure, forcing her to rethink how she acts and protects herself. These changes are not only impacting her personal life, but also disrupting important relationships around her. Jocelyn has always been independent, strong, and ready to face any challenge, but this time, things have spiraled out of control. The stress she is under is not only coming from external forces, but also from the decisions she has made. Perhaps an old enemy is returning to collect a past debt, or a mistake from the past is threatening her safety and that of her loved ones. Whatever the cause, Jocelyn can't deny that she's in more danger than ever before. As a result, her story is taking an entirely new direction. She is no longer just a young person trying to find her footing. Now, she must learn to control her actions more tightly than ever. Risky choices from the past may no longer be viable, and she needs to start thinking about how to protect herself in a wiser way. This also raises an important question. Who can help Jocelyn ensure the safety she needs? Can she rely on family members like Carly or Sunny for protection, or will she try to handle everything herself? If she chooses to stand alone, she may put herself in even greater danger. But if she accepts help from powerful people, what will she have to sacrifice? One thing is clear, Jocelyn's life is entering a challenging phase. Safety is no longer something she can take lightly. And if she's not careful, one mistake could cost her everything. Will Jocelyn be able to withstand this pressure and find a way to control her fate, or will she be swept into a storm from which she can't escape? This new storyline is not just about facing danger, it's about Jocelyn learning to become a stronger version of herself. Meanwhile, Carly&Brennan are about to come to town, promising a series of unexpected developments. What happened in Germany has been confirmed, but more importantly, the relationship between Carly&Brennan seems to be more than just a casual partnership. If a romantic connection is forming between them, it could trigger a series of dramatic events. A new obsession is beginning to surface, and with it, increasing pressure on Carly. Things are becoming more complicated than ever. Carly has always been independent, strong, and not easily controlled by anyone, but Brennan is not an ordinary man. He might have a mysterious past, his own motives, and, more importantly, he might hold something that could prevent Carly from acting freely. If Carly is truly involved with Brennan, she will have to deal not only with personal emotions, but also with the potential consequences this relationship could bring. This could also raise suspicions from those close to Carly. Will Sunny accept this, or will he see Brennan as a threat? Will Jason or Drew react strongly when they find out Carly might be involved with a man who could be untrustworthy? And more importantly, does Carly truly know what she's getting into, or is she letting her emotions overshadow her judgment? If Brennan has secrets that Carly doesn't know, this relationship could turn into a dangerous trap. Carly, no matter how tough she is, could still find herself in an uncontrollable situation. An invisible pressure is looming over her, and if she doesn't recognize it in time, she may lose control of her life in a way she never imagined. However, it's also possible that Carly knows exactly what she's doing. If she is playing a dangerous game with Brennan, she may be trying to manipulate the situation in her own way. Either way, Carly&Brennan are about to enter a storm of trouble. And once they get to town, nothing will guarantee that things will go according to plan. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Danny Morgan may ask Jason Morgan to eliminate Cyrus Renault, but will his dad grant his Sam McCall vengeance wish? After Danny found out Sam was intentionally taken out with that fatal Dɪᴇs+, he asked if Jason knew. The fact that Dani's mind went to Jason so quickly worried Alexis Davis, but Christina Corinthos Davis wasn't as concerned. In fact, Christina defended Jason as someone who finds his own path to justice, but Alexis warned that was vengeance instead. Unlike Alexis, Christina doesn't think that's a dirty word and feels that sometimes you have to go after justice a different way. Dani eventually got another round of huge news from Rocco Falconeri, who gave him updates on Cyrus being the PCP's suspect in Sam's demise. During the week of February 10 to 14, GA spoilers say Jason will have an important conversation with Dani once he gets back from Germany. That'll give Jason a chance to find out about the latest Sam developments and hear about Dani's desire for revenge. Dani is furious over the loss of his mom, and everyone in Port Charles knows Cyrus is a menace to society anyway. Although Alexis made Dani agree he'd let the police handle this, he may break his promise and push Jason for help. Dani isn't a naive little kid anymore, so he surely understands what Jason does for a living and might as well use that to his advantage here. Will Dani ask Jason to eliminate Cyrus and make sure Sam's killer pays? That could put Jason on the spot and leave him in a tricky situation. Jason may worry that if he does what his son asks, then Dani will carry some guilt once the deed is done. It's one thing for Dani to say he wants Cyrus wiped off the map permanently. It's quite another to live with the reality of setting that in motion. Of course, Jason probably would have been tempted to eliminate Cyrus anyway, but he might have reservations if Dani flat out asks him like this. It could leave Jason feeling like maybe he shouldn't take out Cyrus since Dani might feel responsible. That's especially true since there isn't firm proof of Cyrus' guilt yet. There's also the matter of Jason trying to stay out of prison and stick around to parent Dani. That's more important than ever now that Sam's gone. Alexis will deliver a plea to Jason once he has this discussion with Dani, so she may beg Jason not to take matters into his own hands, no matter how much Dani wants him to. Will Jason wipe Cyrus off the map or listen to Alexis' pressure to let the cops deal with it? General Hospital spoilers say Jason has some exciting scenes coming up as he decides what to do about guilty Cyrus. General Hospital spoilers indicate that while Jason Morgan has a nice relationship with most of his exes in Port Charles, his portrayer, Steve Burton, is another story. Reports reveal that Burton recently had to head to court again, thanks to his ex-wife, Cherie Gustin. The two first got married in 1999 and had 3 beautiful children together, McKenna and Jack, along with a 10-year-old Brooklyn. Sadly, by 2022, the proverbial drama hit the fan, and the two separated, finalizing their divorce in 2023. According to In Touch Weekly, court documents reveal that Burton headed to court in November 2024, claiming his ex-wife violated their divorce agreement. Rewinding a bit, Steve and Cherie's divorce settlement in December 2023 outlined the two would share joint, legal, and physical custody of the 3 children. Burton was to pay $12,500 in child support each month, where $10,000 was committed to Brooklyn, while $2,500 was for Jack, who was a teenager at the time. In addition, Burton committed to paying Cherie $50,000 monthly, despite his ex-wife waiving her right to spousal support. Still, Burton filed a motion last November, alleging his ex-wife was trying to prevent him from seeing Brooklyn, which went against their custody agreement. He claims that Cherie had revealed a serious interest in relocating to Tennessee from California in May 2023. When she approached, he said that he was okay with moving, as he wanted to be close to his children. By the time September 2023 hit, Burton alleges that Cherie asked him for a $57,000 loan for closing costs. Believing the move was going to happen, Burton terminated a lease on his home in California, with intentions to relocate Tennessee. In fact, he renovated his residence in Tennessee, as the family once lived there, and requested the tenant he had there to vacate. Unfortunately, Sherry ended up reversing her decision to relocate. Burton went on the record stating he lost rental income on his Tennessee property and resigned from his Days of Our Lives job at the time, where he played Harris Michaels. Burton found a new job to fit this new living situation. Still, he notes that had Sherry not mentioned relocating, he would never have moved back to Tennessee and turned his life upside down to do so. Moreover, Burton seems the most upset about how Sherry has really complicated my ability to spend time with Brooklyn and to take her to Tennessee for some meaningful moments together. She's even insisted that I give her advance notice and seek her permission before I can enjoy my time with Brooklyn. The court filing also revealed that Sherry has prevented Burton's daughter from traveling to Tennessee, which forces the actor to make trips to California in an effort to be with his daughter. Steve states, "While I frequently travel to California for work, I no longer have a residence there since I terminated my lease when I relocated to Tennessee." It's been reported that Burton has tried to re-establish a visitation schedule with Brooklyn after he began working with GH again. The main reason he continues to stay in Tennessee is because his son Jack loves living there and doesn't want to move back to California. Meanwhile, Sherry alleges that Burton's claims are disingenuous, as his job is based in California, not Tennessee. She also notes that the travel issues for Brooklyn are based on the girl missing school. Sherry also accuses Burton of making plans with Brooklyn before talking to her about them. General Hospital spoilers suggest that while Jason has very little drama when it comes to his baby mamas in Port Charles, while Burton continues to deal with chaos. Nancy Lee Grahn rumors suggested that she might lose her job as Alexis Davis on General Hospital. There are even allegations that she could get sued for her controversial political stance. Very open about her deep opposition to President Donald Trump. Some people allegedly hope that she loses her job on the ABC show. Powerful groups feel threatened. There's no denying that the GH star was upset when Donald Trump won the elections in 2024. In fact, she felt so demotivated and depressed that she said she almost felt like giving up on fighting for democracy. And a lot of her social media followers felt the same way. However, she perked up again and is in full swing with her political opinions. These days, Nancy Lee Grahn is not all that active on Elon Musk's X, but she is on Threads, Instagram, and more. Of course, some of those conversations make it to X, and rumors are arising that she took things too far and jeopardized her job on General Hospital. According to TV Daily spoilers, her bluntness has placed her in peril as some powerful groups feel threatened by her statements. Interestingly, hostile posts against Nancy don't get a lot of engagement on X, for example. The one below got 39 viewers, no likes, 0 comments, and no reshares. The aforementioned outlet claimed in the headline that Nancy was sued and speculated that she could be fired from General Hospital. Can that be debunked? Social media speculation and reality. Recently, the GH star took to her Instagram and shared an approving post citing Liz Cheney, who said, "I say this to my Republican colleagues, there will come a day when Donald Trump is gone, but your dishonor will remain." Plenty of ABC fans liked the post. The thing is, people are allowed personal opinions across the political divide. Wishful thinking that Nancy might lose her job on the ABC drama because of her personal opinions stretches back for years. So far, none of them ever came true. As for being sued by powerful people, there are no current articles on reputable websites about that being true. Speculation and personal opinions on social media don't cut it as the truth. Similar claims were debunked by various outlets over the years. Leaving the show is always possible. Characters often get written out of the show. Recently, it was the turn of Chad Duell. Sometimes, actors leave voluntarily, and other times it's convenient to cut characters from the show due to other commitments. But so far, the anti-Trump stance by Grahn hasn't ended Alexis Davis on the show. Today on General Hospital, Rick prevents Ava from making a huge mistake. Jack Brennan comes through for Joss, and Kai and Trina spend time together. At the hospital, Cyrus spies on Liz, who is at the nurse's station. Rick appears with flowers to celebrate her first day back. She thanks him for all his help. He also says he checked on Cyrus' parole status, and it's pretty standard stuff, and lists his terms, such as not being caught owning a weapon. Cyrus overhears them discussing his parole and appears concerned. Rick asks if she has a break coming up and suggests they take a walk. Liz reminds him the last time they took a walk, they saw Alexis chuck a gun off a bridge. He says considerate payment for his legal help. Liz agrees to go on a walk, and they depart. Jason arrives home from Germany to the Quartermain mansion, and Tracy asks if he's looking for his latest baby mama, Sasha. Jason is confused, so she tells him about the fight between Carly and Drew, and how Drew said Jason impregnated their cook. Jason asks why she believed Drew. Tracy wonders if he'll deny it. Jason says he owes her no answers, so Tracy takes that as a yes. She says Jason can stonewall her all he wants, but it's unfair to stonewall his son and others in this house. Jason asks where Sasha is, and Tracy says she is meeting Felicia at the Port Charles Grill. Jason asks if Monica and Danny have heard about this development, and she doesn't think so, but he needs to pass this news on quickly to them as it's spreading. Cody meets Felicia at the Port Charles Grill. He wonders what the occasion is. Felicia says this is an opportunity as he's been messing up big time and owes someone an apology. Sasha bumps into Willow and says she heard she moved out of the gatehouse and asks if she's staying with Nina or if she has already moved in with Drew. Willow says she is staying with Nina as if it is any of her business. Willow goes to meet Martin and Sasha approaches Felicia and Cody. Sasha sees Cody with Felicia and refuses to participate in whatever Felicia has planned. She turns to leave, but Felicia asks her to stay for her. Sasha stays, and Felicia plays peacemaker between them. Cody admits he shouldn't have told people about Sasha's business, but he still cares about her and wants her baby's father to step up. Sasha believes Cody would not try to hurt her intentionally, but the way he's showing his concern is hurting her. She can care for herself and her baby without answering to anyone. She asks if he can respect her and her choices. Willow meets with Martin, and he asks her if she really wants a divorce or if she would like to work toward a reconciliation. She says there is no chance of saving her marriage. Martin says that they need to respond to Diane and Michael's divorce request and push for alimony and full custody. Christina meets Joss at Bobby's and asks what the emergency is. Joss needs her to take Donna and Avery, as there is something that she needs to do. Christina is happy to, and Joss asks her to take them to the park as Avery has to gather pine cones for a project. She also promised them time at the playground. Christina asks with her dad out of town, is Avery asking about her mom? Joss says she calls Ava before bed, but she's excited that Sunny's coming home soon. Cyrus walks into Bobby's and hopes Joss won't refuse him service. Joss says she's actually going to offer him an apology. She says she wants justice for Dɪᴇs, and he was an easy target to accuse. She says the police don't think he's the killer, so she's letting them handle this, and she's sorry. He's stunned and decides to get to work and doesn't need to place an order. Cyrus leaves, but stops to look in the window at Joss. Later, Joss finds Kɪʟʟ sitting at a table. When she goes to take her order, Kɪʟʟ explains she works with Jack Brennan, who asked her to deliver an envelope to her. Joss opens it, and it's an address. Joss asks what this is. Kɪʟʟ explains it's a property purchased by Dr. Gatlin Holt 1 month after Cyrus was released from Pentonville. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.